And you think you're something smart and slick when you throw stuff out there like that. Right? So I'm gonna just tell you like this. Let's take a woman named Sarah Breedlove. You probably say, well, who is Sarah Breedlove? Well, Sarah Breedlove was Madam C.J. Walker. She was born in 1867. She lived until 1919. Now, C.J. Walker or Sarah Breedlove, depending on what you want to call her, she was the one who actually became the first African American so-called, which that's a misnomer, millionaire. And how did she make her millions of dollars? She made it off the psychological sickness of black women. Now, I know a lot of you are going to be upset because y'all heard what I just said. You're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe he said that. Yes, I'm saying that. See, the sickness was, let's look at her and the paradigm thought she was in at the same time, and then you'll understand what I'm talking about. Now, here was a woman who was born in 1867. So just imagine yourself, if you can take yourself back, because a lot of people make the scene slavery was so far back that it has no relevance in today's world. Well, you're wrong. You're mistakenly wrong. You can see and hear and some of the things that are coming out of our mouth and some of the things we're doing and see the perpetualness of slavery. Regardless of what you want to think and try to brainwash yourself to try to wash things out and push things and hide it in the back of the mind of yourself, those things still fruition itself out. Because why? We don't deal with the root. We only want to deal with what is on substance, what is right at the present. We need to deal with the things that are right at this moment and take it back to its root to find out the damn cause. Now, let's say, again, I gave you the aspect of you and your family being tortured and raped and murdered and all this stuff for 400 years. So you just happen to be the first generation that is supposedly out of the paradigm of a plantation and the servitude and the hard work and so-called. Let's just say that just imaginary, it went away like it did, because that's the way they make us want to believe anyway. So you were born like that, and your parents were still kind of in that. Your parents could have probably had 10 years of it. They could have had 15 years of it. They could have had 20 years of that. But they tasted it, right? They tasted that time. But now here you come. What is it you think that your parents are going to teach you as a child, now that you're supposedly not in the paradigm of that one, but you're in a new paradigm that has somewhat you call or you believe to be freedom? What are they going to teach you? They only know what the plantation, what the slave owners, what the whole paradigm of white supremacy gave them. And what is that? To idolize whiteness. So guess what? So, do you know some of the things that they did to try to change or rearrange themselves? By pinching the nose, pushing up the lips so the lips wouldn't be fat, coming up with concoctions that would lighten their skins, which a lot of you could spend millions and millions of dollars on today. Calling yourself talking about the blotches, but really you trying to do is trying to lighten in your skin. Okay, and the same thing was with your hair. So let's take Sarah Breedlove, aka Madam C.J. Walker. So where did she get the mindset to want to get her hair changed? Her mama told her that, because that's what they had been generationally been told, that you got to have your hair a certain way. Your mouth got to be a certain way, your nose got to be a certain way. So this becomes systemic of past generations that's been passed down that we continue to do to this day. Now, she grows up, she becomes a teenager. There had been concoctions that had been done prior before her. There was always concoctions because of, let's look at the self-esteem and the degradation that was put upon the slave, that he felt so low or she felt so low that it still had an effect on them, that they wish that they could change themselves. So they did. They came up with stuff. That's how black people are. We're very inventive. We're very creative. And they did. So here is Sarah Breedlove, aka Madam C.J. Walker. came with a concoction of her own, because there had been concoctions that was already invented at that time, but she came with one that would actually do exactly what she needed to do, and she marketed it well. She got out there, she promoted it, and it caught on fire. Now, she came up with the hot comb and a few other inventions when it comes to hair products and beauty products and getting your skin lightened and all that stuff. Now, she, being at that particular time, it was still prevalent. It was still strong. So we can understand why she would come out with products of that. But here we are now in the 21st century, and we're still stuck in that paradigm, because why? You're still trying to be just like whom? In that paradigm, when the slaves were there, when they had to sit there and take care of the little girls and combing their hair and watching them and looking at their hair and how their hair was so stringy, and when they had them out there on the auction block and they were looking at them and, oh, you're so black, and look at their hair is so kinky. See, because they took away your culture, they took away your linguistics, they took away everything about you, so you had nothing reference to use to keep yourself with any foundation to say you were proud and love who you were. But you didn't have no reference. And because of no reference, you decided to say, well, the only thing I got that is any example is the people that I see before me. They seem to have everything. They seem to be blessed. It seems like God loves them. And that's what you did. You idolized these people till they become entrenched in you. It became so entrenched in you that this became your only thought. That how I can change myself to be more acceptable and loved by these folks. And still to this day, we still talk this way. We're still talking about your hair not right. Somebody couldn't do something with their hair. The God created you in the way He created you. But now let me tell you something about most black folks. A lot of black folks want to sit here and talk about how they love, they supposed to be Christians and they supposed to be loving God. But yet, they throw in God's face every single day when you go out there and you're getting your hair done. When you go out there and you're lightening your skin. You're telling God He made a mistake. Huh? Isn't that what you're doing? You're going out there and you're telling God that you made a mistake with me because my nose is too big. I'm going to go to that 90120 doctor and get my nose chiseled and cut and all this stuff, and tummy tucked, and you know, my breast and my rear ear is too big, and so let me get it, let me get it sucked out and all this other kind of stuff. So you constantly telling the God that created you that He made a mistake in you, and that why would you give me coarse hair? If you understood what the coarse hair meant, maybe you wouldn't do that. But no, you're so stuck in the ideology of an icon of something that is a false image, that the minute you're doing what you're doing, then they're reversing and trying to be like you. But you don't even see that. You don't even see that. What the hell is mousse for? Why do they go get vitamins? Not vitamins, Vititans. Stuff to darken their damn skin. What is all that about? Tanamins, that's the name of it, Tanamins. So if they can go do all that, and you don't understand the reverse psychology in this, they make you to feel like you're the low one, it's really they the low ones. I'm not even going to get into that topic right now. But y'all need to check yourself on this, because this is getting to the point that when does the hamster get off the wheel? When are y'all going to finally get off the wheel and realize that the world is much bigger than the wheel I'm running on? Well, I want to say so much more, but I'm not, because I just think that it's kind of, pathetic in this day. But you can't help people that are sick when they don't know they're retarded and they're sick. How can you, when they make it openly on things that need not to be said, because you're just showing your own sickness, and with your own sickness, what you're trying to do is affect everybody else with your same mindset, and you don't even realize how sick you is when you talk like that. Who gave them the standard to say what is and what's not? You're being brainwashed constantly on a day after basis. When you watch TV, you get to the point that you watch TV so much that you don't even realize that everything on TV is white. You don't realize that everything that you watch in the magazine and other stuff that you read, everything is white. So you're being brainwashed to that stuff. And here you are spewing something like that. this young lady here went out there 100%. She was proud of who she is, but obviously you're not proud of who you are. But you want to change her to think like you. That's the sickness with y'all, and nobody want to say it. But I'm gonna tell you to you like it is. Till next time, our next post. Y'all stay real.